And right now, southern Wisconsin is at risk of severe storms tonight. We're timing out when they might hit and the biggest threats. In Rock County, residents are hoping tonight's storms don't bring another round of damage after severe storms hit the region this morning. And big changes coming to UW Hospital and its East Madison facility, as well as new expansion plans get approval. You're watching News 3 now at 5. The weekend just about here. The First Warn Weather Team tracking possible severe storms for later tonight. Right here, a look at the high-resolution radar shows, well, it could be a busy night tonight, what it might bring. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has what you need to know in his First Warn forecast. Jacob?
Thanks, Eric. Here's the information on the alert day. It is for all of southern Wisconsin, but central Wisconsin will see the severe storms as well. Now, we could see everything from large hail, gusty winds, heavy rainfall, and there is a possibility of an isolated tornado, although the tornado threat isn't quite as high as the hail or wind threat. This will happen for much of the evening hours, ending around midnight to 2 a.m. Now, there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Camp Douglas area and La Crosse area until 10 p.m. There's also a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Dubuque area until 10 p.m. We will likely see a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the rest of our area, but the storms here will happen a little bit later than the areas that are under the severe thunderstorm watch right now, which is why we aren't under the watch quite yet. Look at the current radar. If we look in the southwestern portion of the state, we can kind of start to see those storms already firing up. Those are the storms that will strengthen over the next few hours and produce a lot of severe weather potentially. If we look at the severe weather outlook, we have upgraded to an enhanced risk for both southern Wisconsin, Iowa, and northern Illinois, as well as parts of Michigan and Indiana. The hail probability, this is the chance that large hail is expected within 25 miles of your location. We have a 15% chance across southern Wisconsin, and for the southwestern portion of the state, there is the chance for significant hail, which is 1 3/4 inches in diameter. 30% chance we'll see the wind within 25 miles of each individual location. A little bit less the further north you go, but still going to see that risk. Tornado threat, only a 2% chance, but that's still pretty high. So we'll keep you updated throughout the evening hours, and I'll have more details on the timing of the storms a little bit later in the show. But it's going to be a busy night, so stay updated. That's all I can say for right now.
All right, Jacob, a reminder, you can also track any severe weather on our First Warn Weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. Some people in Madison cleaning up debris after strong winds last night. This is along Schrader Road on the west side, showing multiple trees and branches down. One of the branches damaged a fence there. You can see there have been no reports of any injuries from that storm. In Rock County, up to 900 people were without power this morning after the first round of severe storms. Our Jalen Banks traveled to one Janesville neighborhood that saw the brunt of the damage.
The residents of the 1800 block of Benton Avenue in Janesville experienced power outages for over 7 hours today due to a tree taking out multiple power lines. One resident shares with me that around 5 a.m. this morning, his wife woke him up to tell him that she heard a loud crash. When he went outside this morning, to his surprise, he saw that the tree was snapped in half right outside of their home.
I was kind of in awe. It shouldn't have never happened because 2011, I had asked the city when they were out here, when I replaced all the sidewalks, to take that tree down. The guy come out and he measured it from the city. He said it would be $850, and it wasn't in the budget to take it down at that time. He says you'll have to leave it up.
Crews are able to get the power up and running around 1 p.m. this afternoon. We'll have the full story and with more resident reactions tonight at 6.
Well, Jalen Banks reporting. Central Wisconsin also seeing severe storms overnight. In Wausau, a hailstorm damaged a few cars, leaving some dents and scuffs. One body shop owner there says weather-related damage on vehicles is becoming more prevalent.
Normally it's just little pot dents that are scattered throughout all the cars, and with the newer cars, the sheet metal is a lot thinner than what it used to be, so they're a lot more prevalent than it has been in years past.
He recommends owners of light and brighter colored vehicles take a closer inspection to their exteriors, as small dents can be more difficult to see. New information: Madison police have named 2 men as suspects involved in a shooting from earlier this month that left a 20-year-old man dead. 21-year-old Mark Parks Jr. and 31-year-old Devontae Gafford face charges of first-degree intentional homicide. They're accused of shooting 20-year-old Devon Grant near the intersection of Milwaukee Street at Milky Way more than 2 weeks ago. He was taken to the hospital but later died. Police say both Parks and Gafford should be considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information about their whereabouts is asked to call Crime Stoppers. The number there, that you see on your screen. And a reminder, our Channel 3000 mobile app sends you these stories right to the palm of your hand. If you have push notifications, download the app for free and turn on push alerts so you don't miss any developing stories. A dead boater recovered from Big Green Lake last Friday has now been identified as a Sun Prairie man. The Green Lake County Sheriff's Office has identified him as 37-year-old Simmel Sebastian. He was reported missing last Thursday, July 20th. His body found in the lake nearly 24 hours later. Officials say foul play is not suspected in his death. UW Health announced plans today for major expansions to 2 of its Madison hospitals. Both UW Hospital and East Madison Hospital will both see major additions in the next few years. Our Braden Ross spoke with UW Health's Chief Clinical Officer about that project. Braden?
Well, Eric, she told me these $200 million expansions are all about meeting a growing demand for health care in our area. The University Hospital expansion will include a brand new 6-story building on the hospital campus, while the East Madison Hospital expansion will add to the existing building. Both projects will add emergency department rooms, something UW Health's Chief Clinical Officer Amy Becker hopes will lighten some stress on the system and lower wait times for patients.
We have such variability in that when we're busy and full all the time. It does put stressors on the system. We're really just at that point where we need that space expansion to help support our teams.
Last year, UW Health saw a record number of surgeries and both clinical and emergency visits, but space is just one part of the puzzle at a time when workforce shortages across the healthcare industry make staffing a challenge. Becker says they're also focused on making sure that new space has the staff it needs. The project still has to be approved by local government, and once it is, UW Health says they expect to finish construction by 2026, but that could still change.
True Stage workers will be rallying tomorrow at the Capitol, accompanied by state and local leaders like Madison area Representative Mark Pocan. The union's chief steward says negotiations have been rocky since they called off their strike a few weeks ago, and this demonstration is in part because they don't have any other mediation meetings set up until later in August.
We have had a few. Some of them, there's been a little bit of progress that was made in the form of tentative agreements. Others, True Stage would put forward proposals where they're changing the number 200 to the word 200 in contract language.
He says there is a possibility the workers return to a strike if negotiations continue to go poorly. Meanwhile, True Stage representatives continue to push back on the union's claims, saying they've been trying to negotiate in good faith. You can watch Naomi Cole's full conversation with him on Sunday on For the Record. The All-City Swim Dive Meet at Goodman Pool has closed it to the public through the weekend, but there are still spots around town where you can safely swim under watchful eyes. The City of Madison Parks Division says it'll have lifeguards at Warner and Vilas Park beaches.
The swim meet is using less of our staff than an open swim would, so we're staffing Vilas Beach and Warner Beach, so that way people are able to safely use aquatic areas provided by the city.
Now, in the past, lifeguards have been on duty at city beaches all summer long, but Madison has also been affected by a shortage of lifeguards available. New tonight, a public infrastructure permit has been approved, which would help build a path to ultimately connect the capital city and glacial Drumlin state trails. The permit, approved by the Wisconsin DOT, allows the construction of a path beneath the interstate south of Buckeye Road along the existing rail corridor. This would connect the east side of the interstate to the Wagon Trail. The work is part of a goal by Dane County, Madison, Fitchburg, and the DNR to create a 140-mile path across the state connecting those two trails. Currently, there is a roughly 6-mile gap between the two trails. Mega Millions jackpot has now grown to about $910 million. The next drawing is tonight. The prize has a cash option, $464.2 million. It comes after no one matched the winning numbers on Tuesday night's drawing. This is the 5th largest jackpot now in Mega Millions history. Transportation officials in Pennsylvania are investigating what caused an out-of-service trolley to go off the tracks and crash in southwest Philadelphia last night. The trolley, as it derailed, sideswiped a minivan and crashed into an historic landmark known as the Blue Bell Inn. The former tavern dates to 1766 and served customers, including George Washington. Its caretaker, who was in the building at the time, spoke after the incident.
Oh my, there's a trolley in my living room and the whole ceiling is on the floor and everything is just, there's no wall anymore, just a big trolley. Is that how a trolley get in my living room? I'm probably gonna lose everything I own because the house is not stable.
A mechanic on board the trolley and 2 occupants inside the damaged vehicle did suffer minor injuries. New today, President Biden signed an executive order that moves the prosecution of military sexual assault cases outside the chain of command. The order comes 2 years after an independent review commission on sexual assault in the military recommended the change. It marks the most significant change to date of the military justice system since the Uniform Code of Military was established back in 1950. The order will also apply to cases of domestic violence, child abuse, and murder, among other serious crimes. It is set to take effect by the end of the year. Promising news for disabled travelers. Handicapped accessible bathrooms are coming to single-aisle airplanes. The Department of Transportation will start requiring the lavatories on any plane with at least 125 seats. That includes popular aircraft like the Boeing 737 and the Airbus A320. The restrooms will be required to have grab bars, accessible faucets, call buttons, and minimum obstruction to get in and out. Right now, fully accessible bathrooms are only required on wide-body jets. The rule applies to new planes, which will be delivered starting in 2026. Anything in service before those deadlines does not need to be retrofitted. More local stories just ahead at 5. 2 weeks of drumming and dancing culminates tomorrow for Youth Drum Power students. Now they're ready to teach you. We'll share where to go to feel the beat and groove. And tonight on News 3 Now at 6, Milwaukee's annual German Fest making its return this weekend. What you need to know ahead of the celebration that honors all things German, and strong numbers on Wall Street to close the week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closing up more than 176 points. The Nasdaq surging actually 266.5 today. The S&P 500 up 45. We'll be right back.
It's your last chance to get Black Friday mattress deals at Ashley. Get the all-new Timber Breeze for just $83 a month. Or get this Queen Pillow Top mattress for just $9 a month, all with no money down. Don't miss. Only at Ashley.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
No, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's your last chance to get Black Friday deals at Ashley. Find in-stock doorbusters at discounts up to 60% off. Plus, get bonus discounts on clearance items and special buys. And low monthly payment options starting at just $9 a month. Only at Ashley.
We have an alert day this evening. Severe storms are likely, with large hail and gusty winds being the main hazards.
And we uncover the details behind UW Health's new Madison additions, how the organization plans to staff the extra space. That's tonight at 6. News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A Wisconsin congressman is now on the hot seat after he leveled a series of profanity-laced statements at young Senate staffers taking photos at the Capitol Rotunda. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us with more. Will?
So Western Wisconsin Congressman Derek Van Orden was leading a Capitol tour group late Wednesday, noticing a handful of teenage Senate pages lying on their backs, taking photos of the ceiling. What he said next sparked the incident.
There were some folks in the rotunda in a place that should be sacred, sacrosanct.
The teenage Senate staffers were reportedly taking photos of the Capitol ceiling during their last week on the job when a Wisconsin congressman approached them. From an account reported by The Hill, Derek Van Orden directed a string of profanity towards them, using words that we cannot say on TV, calling them pieces of blank, telling them to get the blank out of here. He said he was concerned about them lying in a place that used to be a hospital during the Civil War.
Every single president since that place was finished lied in state right there exactly where these young people were laying on the floor. Everybody. And I'm just not going to listen to this. It's foolishness. You know why? We must hold something sacred.
But the tirade was criticized by politicians across the aisle.
I was shocked when I heard about it, and I am further shocked at his refusal to apologize to these young people.
With Republican Mitch McConnell reiterating those statements. Van Orden doubled down on his comments during an interview this morning on the conservative Jay Weber show.
They're not serious politicians. They're just not. So let's stop pretending like they are.
Recently, National Guard members were required to sleep on the Capitol grounds in the wake of the January 6th insurrection. Van Orden himself rallied near the Capitol on January 6th.
Everybody, said that some events in recent history that people defiled this place of democracy, which was true. So, but now it's politically convenient to say something about people laying on the floor.
National outlets are now reporting House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is expected to sit down with Van Orden about the incident.
Will, thank you. Tomorrow marks a day of drumming and dancing for students at the Drum Power Summer Arts Camp. They'll welcome adults tomorrow to learn the same skills they have perfected over the past 2 weeks. The arts program welcomes the public to join in on a day's worth of drumming and dancing at the center off East Washington Avenue. The summer course teaches kids 6 and up skills in West African and Afro-Brazilian drumming and dancing, all culminating in Saturday's community event.
The parents of the students who are in camp are encouraged to come and actually practice and learn the arts along with their young people who have already been here. And what that really ends up being is the young people, in some cases, getting to teach their parents.
And the event takes place from 1 to 7:30 at the My Arts Center on East Mifflin Street. 4 classes will be offered. Individual class cost $18. Full day pass for all activities, just $60. Only a few more hours now until those storms we've been tracking move into the area. Jacob Madison with more on the timing.
Here's a look at the alert day information. All of southern Wisconsin is under the alert day. We're going to see large hail, gusty winds, heavy rainfall. An isolated tornado is possible. Not very likely, but you can never rule it out. This will be for this evening hours, ending during the overnight hours, possibly lingering until around 2 to 3 a.m., but by sunrise tomorrow, it'll be clear out. Now, before I talk about the severe weather, I want to mention still hot right now, but the heat index values will be much improved tomorrow, and for the most part, the weekend and next week will be a lot better. Now, between now and first weather, there actually was an update to the severe thunderstorm watch. Now, the western portion of our area in southwestern Wisconsin, they are under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. My guess is we will still see a severe thunderstorm watch at some point for Madison, Janesville, all the other areas, especially near the Illinois border before the night is up. The storms here will come just a little bit later. Now, looking at the current radar, we are already seeing some more storms fire up across southwestern Wisconsin, producing some moderate to heavy rainfall in some parts, but for the most part, they're not severe yet. But it could be severe within the next few hours, so definitely stay updated. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook. Enhanced risk for southern Wisconsin, along with northeastern Iowa and northern Illinois. Portions of Indiana and Michigan will also be under the enhanced risk. Now, looking at the forecast, the storms will really begin to develop over the next few hours. The peak time for these storms will be between 8 p.m. and midnight for Madison, right around 9 to 10 p.m. I'd say more 9 to 11 p.m. is a good range for when the storms look to really impact Madison and Janesville as well. And then we could see another round of storms around midnight. These might be severe, but it looks like that first round will be the strongest storms. And then by the time we get to around 3 a.m., most of the rain will have cleared out of our area. And then for the most part tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of sunshine with very dry conditions. And for the most part, the weekend is looking a lot better. As far as the precipitation totals go, you know, a lot of this is dependent on where these thunderstorms fall. The storms we saw last night in the southwestern portion of the state dropped over 2 inches for some locations. Meanwhile, other areas didn't see any rainfall at all. Now, my guess is our entire area will see some kind of rainfall, but the heaviest storms will really indicate the precipitation totals. But we could see up to, if not over, an inch for some locations. So definitely be prepared for the heavy rain. Localized flooding is also possible. But the weekend is looking a lot better with 80s and dry conditions for the most part. Definitely enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a lot better than it has been the last couple of days. And for the most part, the nice weather will continue into next week. We are going to see fairly nice conditions with temperatures near average. A little bit of a warm up for the middle of the week where we could also see some rainfall, but for the most part, it's not going to be too bad. Now, for your first warn traffic, we aren't really seeing a ton of incidents, pretty green across much of the area. A few slowdowns in the interstate and the Beltline, but for the most part, not experiencing anything extreme. A lot of this just has to do with simple rush hour traffic. And that's your first warn traffic.
Summer travel plans for summer being put on hold as the U.S. State Department pushes to get through a backlog of passport applications that began before the pandemic. Up next, how members of Congress are stepping in to help.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
It's Champion Windows' 70th anniversary sale, and we're giving the presents to you. Right now, get 40% off new windows, plus pay nothing for 18 months. And we're giving away $70,000 in our home makeover giveaway. 70 years of designing, building, installing, and guaranteeing Champion Comfort 365 windows direct from our factory to your home. Don't wait. Get 40% off windows today. Call or schedule your free estimate online 24/7 at getchampionwindows.com.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more. I know it's up for me. And bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that feels up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Right now, save $500 on the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress. Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are just $74 per month when using Steinhoffels' 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Steinhoffels is your sleep solution destination.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Many Americans are getting ready to take a summer vacation, and some are scrambling to get their passports in time. The State Department is still digging out from a processing backlog that started during the pandemic. As Christina Raffini reports, now some members of Congress are stepping in to help.
This trip was everything to us.
About a year ago, Connie Rayner and Vicki Heller booked the European cruise of a lifetime with 81 family members and friends. But coordinating logistics for a battalion of buddies was easy compared to renewing their passports.
When did you guys actually get your passports? 3 days after our ship left.
Both women mailed in their applications perilously close to the stated 13-week turnaround time. Realizing the documents might not make it, they requested expedited processing. But 5 days before departure, still no passports.
We contacted the congressman's office, said, what can you do for us?
Right, if my member of Congress can't get this done, then who can, right?
Exactly.
They're not alone. Across the nation, panicked passportless passengers are reaching out to lawmakers.
This is a basic governmental job.
Oklahoma Republican Senator James Lankford says his office has had to assign 3 full-time staff members to passport duty.
Is this the #1 issue you're hearing from constituents right now?
Yeah, I have about 250 open cases right now in my office. The painful part is they don't know what's happening to it. When you stick it in the mail, you don't know where it is.
Lankford is proposing new legislation he says would help tackle the backlog, including better online tracking, allowing the State Department to surge staff from other departments, and expanding the number of in-person appointments. The State Department says it's already working to improve the process.
This is going to be turning of a dial a little bit, not exactly flipping a switch.
But any potential improvements will come too late for many Americans who've already missed the boat, or in this case, the cruise liner.
Do not make payments. Do not book that trip until you have that passport in hand.
Christina Raffini, CBS News, Washington.
Next year, Americans visiting European Union countries will need additional authorization on top of their passport. Starting in 2024, an electronic screening will also be required. A new study shows that alcohol-related deaths in women are on the rise, especially in recent years. From 2018 to 2020, the rate surged nearly 15% each year. During that same time period, men saw an increase of about 12%. And while men are still 3 times more likely than women to die from alcohol use, these numbers show that the gap is narrowing. Researchers say biological differences could make women more susceptible to the effects of alcohol, such as lower levels of alcohol metabolizing enzymes. This study defined alcohol-related deaths as liver disease, gastritis, or alcohol poisoning, among others. It did not include unintentional injuries or homicides that may be directly or partly linked to alcohol use. We'll have a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Hi, my name's AJ Tackett with Third Day Farms, and this is my John Deere. So we farm corn and soybeans. It's a family operation. When I hear Sloan's, I think of the people. I mean, like I said, everybody here has been over backwards for us. They have multiple stores, so if they don't have a part, the turnaround on getting parts or getting what you need is super fast. From parts to service to sales, they go out of their way to help you out. And this is why I think Sloan's first.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
Save big money with the 11% off everything at Menards. Let the fresh air in with a Larson Storm Door. This Liberty Storm Door features magnetic weather stripping that seals like a refrigerator. Get one today for $139.99 after rebate. Secure your door with TrueBolt electronic lock sets. The TrueBolt Trinidad electric entry lever provides keyless access to your home with a programmable keypad and is available in 4 finishes. Get it now for $74.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You got me.
Tag. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
On this Friday night, we go on the road to explore a unique and some might say unusual collection of antiques. We'll show you what they are tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Jacob's back. Final check of what could be coming our way.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of those storms develop in the southwestern portion of the state. Right now, they are not at severe threat yet, but we are going to continue to see these storms strengthen over the next few hours. We will likely see several severe thunderstorm warnings across our area. Large hail, damaging winds, heavy rainfall. Really, I would stay on alert, especially if you have any outdoor plans. We're going to see quite a bit of rainfall and strong storms across our area tonight. So definitely prepare, but the good news is that it will be a lot better after the storms with clear skies and much more comfortable temperatures over the weekend.
And we'll keep you posted throughout the evening hours. Thanks for joining us. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.